Hello there and welcome to the results for this month's 60 Minutes Vanity Fair poll, where we take the pulse of the American people. I'm Carlin for 60minutes.com.
And I'm Michael Hogan for Vanity Fair. Our first question has to do with employment. With so many Americans out of work, we wanted to know what quality are employers looking for above all? Well, don't worry about it if you have a bad personality, a low IQ, or hardly any experience. What employers really want are honest Abes willing to press their shoulders to the grindstone. 20% say they value a hard worker, and almost half say honesty is the most important quality they're looking for. So what I take from this is it's fine to be a dumb jerk, just keep your hand out of the till.
I disagree. I don't think that's what this is revealing. I think it's showing that honesty and integrity and hard work outweigh the other things, because that way you can trust someone with your money and your good ideas.
So trust is more important, even if someone's incompetent, as long as you can trust them not to screw you over.
It's not saying that they're incompetent.
Okay, all right. With the big battle between Google and China in the news, we asked, would you consider a cyber attack by a foreign country to be an act of war? 27% said no, but 57% said yes. And the question isn't academic. U.S. defense systems were attacked 44,000 times in the first half of 2009 alone. That's 240 potential acts of war a day. The thing is, it's impossible to say for the most part whether these came from a foreign country or just some random hacker at large.
Speaking of war, only a slim 3% of those we surveyed would restrict the president's war powers. This in response to the question of what would you change about the Constitution. 20% are ready to eradicate the Electoral College. And of course, opinions vary when you look at party lines. 19% of Democrats would limit the right to bear arms, not surprising, while 21% of Republicans would lessen the separation of church and state. Overall, though, I think our founding fathers should feel pretty good about their work, because more than 2 centuries later, 45% of Americans are still pleased with the Constitution and would not change a thing.
The founding fathers, they did a pretty good job. It's impressive. From those who crafted the blueprint for our government to those who wrote the classics, we asked which American author has made the biggest contribution to literature. Now, that might not be the exact same thing as your favorite author, but I think it's pretty close. No love whatsoever for Da Vinci Code writer Dan Brown, and beloved author Toni Morrison gets a mere 4%. Now, the horror writer Stephen King, the poet Emily Dickinson, and a big favorite of mine, Ernest Hemingway, they all got middling scores. But the runaway winner was Mark Twain, whose satire of the Gilded Age seems pretty relevant these days. What do you make of this, Callie?
Well, how can you not love Mark Twain? But what I really think about is, what would this list look like 100 years from now? Who are we going to look back at during this century? And I'm a little scared by this fearful vision I have of it being Twitters and bloggers.
Well, come on, we still have a lot of readers. Twilight books are very successful. I don't know if that's a huge contribution to literature, but it's a novel with several hundred pages.
That's true. I just think about this new 140 characters or less craze, but I guess we could get some haikus out of that.
That's true, very true.
The other thing going on right now, though, is award season. It is award season, and we want to know which show is must-see TV for you this season. And I've got to say that the networks may want to rethink and renegotiate their deals after they see the results of this poll, because hardly anyone is staying in or setting the DVR for the Emmys or MTV Music Awards. Now, the Kennedy Center Honors does have about 5% of people looking forward to it. About 1 in 10 say that they would not want to miss the Oscars or the Grammys, but 68% of people say none of these shows are must-see TV.
Okay, I got to beg to differ here. I mean, you guys have the Grammys, and Vanity Fair is a big Oscar central all year round. We follow the Oscars. I think the poll results, I would throw these out. I don't agree with these ones at all.
Yeah, don't let your boss see the results, even though he co-sponsored it. We want to know your thoughts on all of this, so please drop us a line via Twitter. We're both on there. Or you can post below in the comment section, and make sure to head to 60minutes.com for the full results.
And please visit vanityfair.com for a preview of our Hollywood portfolio, photographs by Annie Leibovitz, and lots of original content. For Vanity Fair, I'm Michael Hogan.
And for 60minutes.com, I'm Carlin. Hope to see you next month.